Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? Good to see you. It is Tuesday. The week is flying over already, and I tell you what, we have got a very exciting day lined up for you. We've got a new face who we're going to introduce you to in just a few moments' time. We've got the return of one of your favourite shows. I want to say a show that we've not had on Crafters TV for at least a couple of years. So I'm really super excited about that. And as I say, a new face with a new brand that I think you are going to absolutely love. I told you a little bit about it yesterday. Hopefully you are all excited, ready to find out more about Wool Couture, which we'll talk more about in just a second. And I can hear in my ear from producer Johnny that already you are shopping, already the deals are disappearing. So we'll get into things fairly quickly. What I can tell you, the middle show today is Craft House, a return of that favourite show with our very special guest. And then tonight, live at 5, we have got launch day. Don't get confused, you think it's Tuesday. That's normally launch party. No, it's launch day today. The boss is in, so she's rejigged the shows to bring you a brand new launch, which actually ties in very nicely with what we're going to be talking about a lot over the course of the day today. Almost today as if we planned it. Oh, we don't normally, normally just sort of throw things out there, see what sticks. But today we have planned it. And I tell you what, let me introduce you first to the lady that you will know, who will introduce you to the lady that you won't yet know. To my left-hand side, my absolute fave, it's the boss. It's Sara. How are you?
He cracks me up. Does he crack you up? He cracks me up. I can't believe you've already told them that Penny was coming in. I thought it was a big reveal and a big surprise.
Oh, no, I told them all yesterday. You got to get the excitement going, Sara.
Oh, but that's a problem, Ben, because you tell them all, then they don't wait, they're shopping the day, and then poor Penny will come in, and then she'll be halfway through a show this afternoon, we'll go, sorry love, early bath is now left to sell. Right? So that's not what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to keep it safe. I've heard from Johnny already, 10% of the first kit's gone. We haven't shown them it yet.
That's my bad, everybody. Can you stop shopping, please? You've not even seen what it is yet. You've not even met Penny, for goodness sake.
Right, let me tell you, so I've been listening, right? You've given me that feedback loud and clear. You want to see different things, you want to see new faces, you want new people, we want variety. So I tell you who's been chewing my ear off for a couple of years now, Uncle Tuka. Right? So Tuka, Dragon's Den. Why am I saying Tuka? I'm like, Tuka.
I didn't know.
It's just Uncle Tuka. So Uncle Tuka from Dragon's Den. So the year before I was on Dragon's Den, Tuka made an investment in a craft company, in an amazing company called Wool Couture. And he's been on at me ever since saying, Sara, I need to hook you up, I need to hook you up. I said, we don't sell anything wool, Tukes. We only sell card making stuff.
Tukes.
So he rings us all the time. So anyway, when I was hearing the feedback from you, when I came back in January, loud and clear, we want new crafts, we want to see different things, we want new people. I thought, right. So I rang Tuka. Tuka introduced me to the lovely Penny, and here we are. Tell everybody a little bit about Wool Couture, Penny.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Sorry, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. You've got me and Ben, which means you're not going to know what's going on for the next hour, because it's going to be like a whirlwind. Calm down, just not today.
Well, I'm excited to be here as well, so let me tell you. So I'm Penny, I'm the managing director here at Wool Couture. Claire is our founder, Claire and Ali Gilder are our founders. And I joined the company 4 years ago, so I run, amongst other things, the day-to-day operations of business. So Claire is our creative director, and we have Emma, our creative manager, and between them they design the kits, write the patterns,
meet her later,
etc. So all of our product that we do has been designed by Claire or Emma, and we go across the crafts. So today we're going to be looking at knitting, but actually we have everything. We have knitting, we have crochet, we have macrame, needle felting, embroidery, cross stitch across the crafts.
So these guys are more soft craft, whereas we always say we're hard. So paper craft is a hard craft. All of these are soft craft, and don't you worry, we'll be looking at loads of them, but today we're just focusing on the knitting.
So Claire went on to Dragon's Den 2017, but Claire actually background was from the NHS, she was director in the NHS, and Claire used crafting as a hobby. It was a hobby of Claire's and actually then became a business. So I believe that Claire would make wonderful things, and Ali always said, Ali and Claire's partner always said, you know, you should be selling these or take them down to a craft fair or you know, whatever. So that's what Claire did. So, but then ended up, when she left the NHS, sitting literally at her kitchen table and sending out orders from there on Etsy. So from there, Claire went on to Dragon's Den, secured investment with Tuka and with Tej as well. And from there, you know, we sell worldwide, we sell online across various platforms, and we just sell beautiful, gorgeous British craft kits.
I think it's beautiful and gorgeous. It's the quality, right? I would not be bringing you anything else that was mediocre quality. You are the equivalent of Crafter's Companion, but in the soft crafts when it comes to quality. We've been cuddling the blankets, the quality of the wool, honestly, it's incredible. And they're all British-made craft kits. Now, what I would say is usually with quality like that comes kind of prices like that, right? However, we've bought a lot of these. So we've negotiated some really, really, really good prices today. And just for today, we're doing an extra 10% off everything. So the prices today are absolutely knock your socks off and are definitely not reflective of the quality that you've got in the kits, I would say.
Absolutely, because what we're going to be showing you is actually, we've only just launched it. It's really, really new. Is our Learn to Knit box. And in that box, you can make 4 items, one of 4 items. And the wool that we have in there is actually, it has wool in, so it's not just acrylic, it's a really, really good quality wool that we've got in that box. But we've got other things to show you as well, but it's brilliant because I'm a beginner knitter, and if you've ever really fancied just picking up those needles and starting just to give it a go.
I do fancy.
So that's what I've been doing, and I jumped at the chance to come on because I thought, well, I've watched Claire and Emma before, and I thought, it looks really complicated, and I don't know where to start, but recently I picked them up and I said, you know what, I'm just going to do this, and I'm really enjoying it because we all know the benefits for mindfulness that crafting brings to you. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really accessible, like you say. You can the quality and for the prices, so anyone can have a go.
Well, you're in good company because I'm sure there's loads of you out there just like me. I want to know from everybody in the comments who's welcoming Penny in, but then also who of you are in the same boat as me. My grandma tried to teach me to knit when I was really young and I never ever took to it. So crochet, brilliant. Embroidery, needlework, macrame, but knitting is something I've never been able to truly master. So I'm looking forward to having a go. As is someone else, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to have a little bit of a go. Thankfully, I've got an ace up my sleeve when it comes to me having a go a little bit later on. All right, Emma. So yeah, I'll be knitting a little bit later on, having a go. Because you know me, I always like to have a go. Look how good I've become at papercraft now and colouring because I have a go. You see, and that's I think the thing about today. If you are a paper crafter and perhaps you're looking for a new hobby, maybe you're looking to sort of scratch that itch, or like Sara said, maybe you did a bit of knitting back in the day and you want to kind of reignite that flame. Then today is going to be the day to do it because we have got some amazing kits to bring to you and just some amazing books. Check the website, right? Everything is there for you. Shop the day, shop the show. You will see all of the deals as far as the full day is concerned. Those are the brand new 3D texture embossing folders that we're bringing to you on launch day a little bit later on. And of course, you've got everything as far as the Wool Couture goodies are concerned on the website as well, which I know are already selling before we've even shown them to you. Few quick comments and then we'll get into this. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials this morning. Already in is Trudy in Florida. Hello. Pamela says, a very special welcome to Penny from Wool Couture. I'm so excited you're here and I'm looking forward to everything I will learn. I hope you will love the CC community as much as I do. Have a great day. Hi to Carletta in Arkansas. Lois joins us in Ohio. Charlotte's in Georgia. And Christine says it's going to be a beautiful day. Genesis joins us. Debbie says, I'm so excited about today's shows with Penny. Sensational Sky says, good afternoon, Sara, Ben and Penny. My mum loves knitting and she bought loads of wool from the NEC on Sunday. Lol. Carol says, wool, crocheting, knitting and cards all in one. I'm bankrupt. Oh lordy. And Michelle says, been a while since I picked up needles and yarn, so this should be fun. And Mary says, I cannot crochet, but I love knitting. This is the thing, right? And this is why you're going to love all the kits. By the way, can we just appreciate the display that we've got today? This is absolutely brilliant. Amazing samples and the kits you're going to absolutely love as well. The first one we want to show you, which we'll talk through with Sara and Penny, is the Learn to Knit box. Now, you've got this in 3 different options. What you'll notice as well, as Sara said, the first time that we've had a company on the show for a little while. So what we're doing is we're bringing you this price for everybody, but with that 10% discount. You'll see the price that you should be paying, and you'll see the price that everybody will pay today. Already loads of you shopping. $26.99 is the price. $40.49. I can tell you these boxes are worth over £45, so the deal that you're getting is absolutely sensational. 4 patterns, and you're going to get everything that you're going to be seeing in this Learn to Knit box. You can get it in your brights, go through everything in more detail in a bit. You've got your neutral colours and your pastels as well. We'll talk through the kit with Penny in just a second, but these are the kind of things that you can be making from scarves. You can make full-on blankets and my absolute fave. I'm going to get told off here because Jamie's going to go, no, I know, let me just, hang on.
Watch your mate.
I know I am. I'll hold it up there. Look at the cowl you can make. And you've got hats to go with it as well. So you can make, I think it's 6 hats, isn't it, Penny, and 2 cowls from this kit?
You can, absolutely, because that's just 1 ball of yarn. You've got 6 balls.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Christmas is coming up. If you're a beginner, you start now.
Yeah. And so can I just ask, how much wool do you get in the kit?
So you're getting 6 balls. So each ball is 100 grams,
right.
75 metres. And actually,
come along
this...
here.
Oh, sorry, here we go. Sorry, oh, hi.
It's all about you. I'm just at the side today. I'm just at the side. So look, I can't get over the quality of the
it's
wool.
absolutely beautiful. So it's actually a mix between acrylic and wool. So that's so super soft. So you've got 75 metres here in a 100-gram ball. And you're getting 6. So you're getting 2 colours of each. And as Ben said, we've got different options. We've got the brights, the neutrals and the pastel kits.
So this one here is the pastels.
This is the pastels,
Can I just ask, so if you were to buy just the wool alone, what's the value of just the wool?
So the yarn just on its own is £3.99 a ball.
Okay, so you're talking 20 quid's worth of just the wool. So that alone will give you the value of the kit. So there's £20 worth of wool and it's £26.99 for this and everything else you're going to see.
So, but what you're also going to get in there are 2 sets of needles. And the reason we've used this chunky yarn, which is brilliant, 'cause it's brilliant for beginners as well, and we've got the chunky needles as well, and we've got these gorgeous bamboo needles. We've got a pom-pom maker for our hat that we're going to make. So again, you could make 6 hats if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or you can make the cowl, which
Brilliant.
is 4 balls. You can have some spare, so you could make cowl,
So you could
2
make
balls.
one, so 1 cowl and 2 hats
Yeah.
as well.
You could do one of the scarves as well and a hat, or you can make the full blanket that we've got that I think Ben will show. So we've got the full blanket that you could make as well. So you get all of that in the kit. What you're also going to get is our lovely the patterns. There's 4 patterns. Now we sell as kits, so we don't necessarily sell the patterns alone. So again, you're getting even more value because you've got 4 different patterns in there that you're going to get, whereas normally you'd have to buy them as a kit on our website. So it's an absolute brilliant value. Really, really good. And you're going to get a knit manual in there as well. And in the knit manual, so I've squished it a bit. In the knit manual, it's going to show you the basic.
This is our overhead camera.
Thank
so
you.
they'll be able to see it in detail. Oh, nice.
So what you're going to see here is how to create the slip knot, how to cast on, which we're going to do today.
Right.
The knit stitch, a pearl stitch, and joining in and weaving in the ends. But everything is in there. And
I
also,
did notice there's videos on YouTube, is there?
yeah, so if you go on our YouTube channel, it takes you through the Learn to Knit on there as well, which is absolutely brilliant. I've been going on that lots as well. So we've got loads and loads of videos on our YouTube channel as well. But yeah, today we're going to talk through and show. And then I believe we've got some other items as well. So we've got a book,
Well, why don't you
Should we have a
get
go?
your demo ready to go? And while you do, Ben can show you all the other colours.
Perfect.
I certainly will. I'm sorry, I'm just busy squidging over here. Like the yarn is so super chunky, it's so super soft. You're going to absolutely love this. Can I just say, I've just had a quick look on Facebook as well. The amount of people who have tuned in, there's so many of you watching. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for welcoming Penny and Wool Couture to the channel. If you love the Learn to Knit box, obviously that was the pastels. You've got different colour options available for you as well. So these are the colours you'll receive in your neutral box. Very busy for the neutrals right now, I'm hearing. Already over 10% of the stock has gone. You'll get 2 of each colour within your box if you want to go for those neutrals. And then same again, we've got that option available for you in your beautiful brights, and the colours here are absolutely stunning. Once again, you will get 2 lots of each of the colours. Bit of the Crafter's Companion Purple for you in there as well. So if that's the one you like to go for, again, very busy already for all of the different colour options. £26.99 is the price, or $40.49 if you're shopping in the US. Julia's joined us, welcoming you from Exmouth. Hannah says that is a lovely snood. It is a lovely snood, isn't it? Might be disappearing before the end of the day. Also, hi to Pamela, says, I'm so excited, I cannot knit, so I am glued. And Colleen says the yarn colours look beautiful. But this is the point, isn't it, Penny, really? We've got so many. By the way, 10% of the pastels now already gone. We might not even be here at 2 o'clock at this rate because it's so busy. Shop the day. 20% of the neutrals now gone. 10% of the pastels now gone. The brights are already very busy. We are super busy across the board because I think the thing we're seeing here, we've got so many paper crafters, but we've got lots of people who perhaps want to get into knitting, want to find out more about it. And that's what's lovely about these kits, Penny, isn't it? That it's all about learning from a sort of a standing start. It makes it very accessible for everybody, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a beginner knitter, so but I've been doing it just recently now, and it's brilliant. You know, you just got to have the confidence. I have said to Claire and Emma for so long, I'm not doing it, I can't do it, I'm too nervous. And I just picked them up not long ago, got out the knitting manual and just looked, went onto the YouTube channel, and I'm really, really enjoying it.
I feel really honoured that we've got you and not Claire, if that's okay, because like you are the same as our customers at home. You're the same as me. I want to see, right, so as a beginner, show me what you did. Not the expert, I want the beginner to show me, and that's what means a little bit more.
Absolutely. So I'm really, because, you know, like me, sometimes it's just, you know, you want a hobby, you want something to do. I sit and ruminate. Sometimes it's like, you just take this and then off I go. I mean, Emma keeps telling me to breathe when I do it.
Right,
Just make sure I breathe when I knit one,
you
breathe,
go
knit one.
right in the middle
but
of
I'm
the
going to
glass
show
mat.
you. Let's go here.
Is there the other needles? Can I go with
yeah,
this one
so
at the
I
same
got your
time?
Crafter's Companion Purple.
Oh, are you going to do it at the same time? Look, I've got Ben a little helper. Right?
Well, here's the thing.
Go on in, Emma.
Come on in. I haven't knitted for probably about 40 years, and even then I wasn't that good. So thankfully, we've got Emma. So you're one of the designers, aren't you, from Wool Couture?
Yeah, that's right, yep.
So you're going to be, I mean, you might have to do most of it. But
No, it would be like me.
No?
No, she's just going to keep you right.
Oh, really?
I'm just here to oversee.
You're here to oversee. Okay, you might
It's
get
not
your
a
hands
drum
in
kit
just
then.
in case.
It's not a drum kit.
No? having his dinner, he just said. Oh, not like that, no?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. However, we are going to hold them a bit like a knife and fork. Oh, that's what I was told. So we're just going to hold them together.
Right.
But the first thing we're going to do before anything else is we have to get the yarn onto the needle.
Oh,
so now, when I
used to have to cast on for us, I couldn't do it. Right.
So, but the first thing we're going to do is have to create a slip knot because we need to get the yarn onto the needle, and then we're going to cast on. And what we're going to do in a minute is the garter stitch. So if you learn any stitch, it's going to be the knit stitch, which is going to be the garter stitch that we're going to do. And then we'll look at some others later. But the first thing that we're going to do, oh, here I am, right, okay, is take our yarn. Now, we've got what we call the tail end, which I'll show you in a minute, and the working yarn. And the working yarn is always the one that's attached to the end of the yarn. Got my needles here. And what we're just going to do is take the yarn. We're going to leave a little bit of a tail at the end here.
10% of the bright's now gone, by the way, very busy.
And we're going to make a circle, just like that. And then we're going to put the working yarn, the one attached to the ball, underneath. And I think it's like a pretzel.
It is
Do you
like
think?
a pretzel.
Oh, like a pretzel.
So that's how, but this is why, because I kept trying to do it, watch it, and then I was like, I'm just going to make a pretzel.
Make a pretzel.
Make a pretzel. So make
I've
a
got
pretzel. So now we're going to take our needle in our right hand and we're going to put it through the first pretzel hole. And we're literally going to pull it through like that. And then we're going to take our yarn and just pull it down. And there we've got a slip knot.
Have you got a slip knot, Benjamin?
Have you got a slip knot? And then we're just going to pull it. Has he got one? He's got one.
He's got
We're
one.
going to pull it just like this. And the key here is not to pull it too tight. So it's going to glide up and down the needle.
Right.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, perfect, my slip
So
knot.
that is getting our first, well, it's creating the slip knot, which is going to help. There are other ways to do it. I think you can just tie a knot. I've seen other ways where you can do it across, but this is the way that I do it, my pretzel.
A quarter of the stock of the neutrals is gone already, by the way. Quarter of the stock.
Yeah. So the neutrals might sell out while we're demonstrating this.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, not to worry. And don't worry, guys, we've got loads of other kits. So while you're shopping, go and have a look on Shop the Day. We will walk you through all of them. This is just a preview of the latest show. There's some brilliant Kids for Kids coming up as well. So, but we'll show you the demo and then we'll get through everything else. Right.
So now what we're going to do is cast on. So we're going to take this is how I do it. Again, there's loads of different methods. You can do it with needles, you can do it with your fingers. So I'm going to show you the way that I know, which is a loose cast on. And what we're going to do is take our tail and we're just going to kind of pull that over there just to hide that
Always
there.
takes us back. Yeah. My grandma showing us this.
Right. And then we're just going to create a loop.
Yeah.
And we're going to just put the needle through. Now, that's the way I feel most comfortable doing it.
Show me that again. Create a loop.
So just loop round and just put the needle through. Now, Emma does it a slightly different way. I think Claire and Emma do it like a loop like that, but I just never feel comfortable that way, so I just do it this way. So have you got it?
Have I done that right?
Put the hole through. This is the one bit that took me so long to get. So just round and through.
You've got, of course he has. Of course he has.
No, watch this. Watch this.
Look, so we're going round, but Emma does it. I think Emma goes slightly this way and in, but it doesn't matter.
How many do you do?
I actually think
it.
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, we just pull it off and start again. That's fine. We just pull it off and start again.
I
think you did. I think you had a few that were there. I think you had a few that were there.
Sorry, we're going to keep
so I'm just going to put a few
you
more on.
I can always go ask Ben for help.
Going to put a few more.
That'll kill us.
My teaching. But there's different ways. I mean, the other way that you can do it as well and then just twist it round is that you can do it with your needles as well. And actually, the lovely Mandy in your Easham's store was doing a course when I went to visit, actually. And she showed me a way like this as well. Yeah, she was brilliant. And she showed me a way to do it as well. And just pop in through, and then we're just going to hook. Sorry, I need to keep going down there, don't I? And show and hook it back on like that. So there's lots of different ways that you can do it. But again, it's all in the manual that you'll see. And
did you learn from reading the manuals or watching YouTube?
Both. So to be honest with this one, I learned from reading here, and then it was just trial and error and just practicing a lot of the time. But I think it's what you feel most comfortable with doing. So I'm sure there are people watching saying, "Oh, I do it a different way," but this is the way that I do it, and it works. So.
Loads of lovely comments coming through just whilst we're watching you. Good morning, Sarah, Ben, Penny, Emma and team says, love to create LC. Hoping it's not too complicated to learn to knit. Hey, if this guy can do it, Anybody can do it, I'm telling you. Kirsty D's already bought the Learn to Knit in Pastel and the Knitters of Tomorrow in Mint Purple.
Do you need my other
Those Knitters of Tomorrow kit, by the way, those for the kids. We'll show you this in a bit. Michelle, loving the show. Carol says, I love to knit and crochet. I've made tons of blankets and scarves, two of my very favourite crafts, and to use a good wool. So excited. I'm doing all right here, Emma, aren't I?
You're doing brilliant.
He says, messing it up.
Yeah, no, you're perfect.
Yeah.
You've cast on loads there.
Is that all I need? Is that enough to get started, is it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Cast on.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So we've now
Penny
cast
will
on.
show you what comes next.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our first row, and this is what, so basically you've got 2 stitches, you've got your knit and your purl stitch, but we're going to do the knit stitch, and if you're going to learn any one, it's going to be the knit stitch, because once we've got a row, let me show you actually, I've got one here, it's going to create this lovely garter stitch, and you'll see that in the scarf and in the blanket, so in the scarf and the blanket that we've got, this lovely wavy stitch that we've got here.
So that's the
knit
knit
stitch. So that's the knit stitch, and it forms this garter pattern here. So what we're going to do, so once we've got our, I've just put a few on here, and I'll show you about counting rows and counting stitches and
We've
everything
got some
later.
counting tools as well coming up, haven't we?
So we have. So we're going to take, the tail's going to be here. We've got the needle in our left hand, got the yarn here, and we're just going to simply pop the needle. Can you see that? Okay, we're going to pop the needle through the loop there. So it's going to go into the back of our needle here.
Yeah.
We're going to take the yarn. Now, this is where you can tell, I tend to pull them quite, but apparently if you keep them quite close together, because your tension is all about, you know, how tight you do your stitches, but you want them to be moving up and down quite easily, whereas sometimes I get them really tight or a little bit loose when I'm a little bit nervous. So we've gone round. Let me just show you that again. So we're going to go into the loop here. Can you see the needle? We're going to bring the yarn round, and we're going to go and find our first stitch, which is just under here. Can you see here?
Yeah.
And we're going to pull it off and pull it onto this needle here. And just kind of pull that, not too tight. Yeah, so I'm poking around.
In,
so we're going
at the back.
in, at the back, take the yarn round, find that stitch here, and pull it. How are you getting on, Ben?
I'm just...
Towards the back.
towards the back.
Yep.
That goes on there.
Yarn round.
Yarn wrap round.
Yeah, you bring it round there.
On there.
No, round the back and between. Yep. And then can you see it's under there?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Gotta find the stitch.
You bring
Ben.
this needle under.
You need his readers on, don't you?
Yeah.
He's
One
really
second,
old,
catching
Emma.
the other
Don't
stitch.
worry.
See, I found the first bit easy, not so much.
And then
getting
take
there.
that
Oh,
all
take
off.
off.
Practice. We learn it
Oh,
together.
there we go.
Well, while you're on your second stitch, Penny's just got the end of her first row.
So I'm just going to
So
finish
what do you
this
do?
row.
In.
So I'm just going to finish this and round and pull
And
it
you
together,
catch
and
that
again
last stitch.
catch that last one.
Do you know, it's when you're doing this, that wall. Like, if you're going to learn to knit with anything, you want these nice, big, chunky needles.
do.
I think this is where my gran was going wrong. She had me on these little tiny size 4s or something. And I can just remember I would always either tick, 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 the needles going together. And I could never find it, whereas because they're nice and big, you can see what you're doing, can't you?
Yeah, and I think the key is as well not to go with too darker yarn, not to go with too lighter yarn, so that you can
Right.
see the stitches as well.
So actually, if you're just starting off, would you say the pastels was the best one to get to start?
Or the brights, yeah, but
Yeah.
pastels is a good option.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, in the neutral ones, you've got the grey in there as well, so that could work.
Neutrals are most popular at the moment.
So there
Then
we've
pastels
done
and whites.
our first row. Now, it looks a little messy here, but as we go down, it's going to form, and you're
And
going to see
also,
the pattern come together.
You're doing it
as
back to
well.
front, upside down for live TV.
Yes.
When people are doing it at home, you'll be able to sit and watch the YouTube in detail, right? So, right.
But
so,
I think as well, you know, I don't think you ever forget your first make. I made a hat the other day, and I look at it, and I couldn't sleep that night because I'd made this hat, and it had a hole in. It was a little bit loose, but I was so happy because I was like, I felt like
I've
I'd
made it.
accomplished something. And I think, you know, your first makes kind of that imperfectly perfect. Is that right? Because you're never going to
Imperfectly
forget them.
And
But
you
it's
want to
just
do it with
about
quality.
starting and
if you're
trying.
going to do
Absolutely.
it, don't do it with cheap, nasty, awful feeling wool. You want it being beautiful wool. Right.
So, if
Ben's
you go
getting a lot
down,
of love.
but essentially, because I think we're going to go, what we're going to show later on today, as well is, so this is our lovely garter stitch that you can see, but we're going to show, sorry, I'm keeping going the wrong way, don't I? Okay, is but to change a colour, to add in a new ball of yarn. But if we were to continue going down now, this is the pattern that we're going to get. So if you're doing any stitch that you're going to learn, it's the knit stitch to create this garter
Brilliant.
Yeah,
And
that
don't
we've got.
forget, guys, this is just wake-up calls. This is just the warm-up. We've got a whole 2-hour show where Penny's going to go into detail through a lot of that stuff later, whilst we have stock available. So what I would say is, get your order in now, then you can watch the show later and enjoy it. Because, Ben, will you just run us through the colours again? And because isn't one of them already 20% gone?
Yeah, they're absolutely flying. What a team over here, by the way, fist bump. Thank you so much, Emma. We will get you back in just a little while, but thank you.
Yep.
I need to hang out with you guys more during the break as well, because I'm getting the bug for this already, and it's already kind of like the pennies dropping in my mind just a little bit. So I will definitely be doing more. I just want to recap, because a few people are asking about the colours. So the brights, first of all, if you want to go for these, again, it's everything that Penny's shown you, except your yarn is different colours. So you're getting these 3 colours, but you're getting 2 lots of each of the colours within that bundle. Remember, we're giving you 10% off. Everybody gets that 10% off today. Brand new company that has joined us today. These boxes should be 45, shouldn't they? £45. $26.99 is all you're going to be paying today, or $40.49. The brights are disappearing. Over 10% of the stock of the brights have already gone. Now, you've also got the option of your pastels. So the pastels, everything that you're seeing here on the display. So again, this is really nice because it shows you everything that you're going to be getting as far as the box is concerned. And these are the beautiful colours. And again, just to reiterate, as Penny's been saying, you know, you've got the ability in here to be able to make one huge blanket. You can make the scarves, the cowl, which I absolutely love. There's also super cute hats as well. So potentially, if you just wanted to knit and make 6 hats, you can do that within this kit as well. Everything you need to know as far as instruction is concerned is within the knitting manual that you're going to be getting, and you've also got access to those tutorials on YouTube as well. And of course, you can come back to these shows too. You know, these shows will be here for you to come back and access at any point. The pastels are disappearing. Stock-wise there, they are 20% gone already. And remember, like, we don't officially launch these for another hour and a half, so the fact that you're up early, getting in, grabbing them, very, very busy. 20% of the stock gone. But the busiest of them all is the neutrals. So these are the 3 colours that you'll be getting in the neutrals. Again, you're getting 2 of each of the colours of yarn within that set. Same price again, £26.99 or $40.49. So it's entirely up to you. You go for the colours which you love the best, or indeed, if you're already sold on this idea, you might decide to jump in and grab one of each. But what a great way, as I say, to start a new hobby. And as Penny was saying, you know, get ahead of the game, start making things ready for birthdays, ready for the festive season, which will be here before you know it. A few quick comments coming in. Thank you to Jackie, who says, welcome to Penny. I can knit and I love cross stitch, so looking forward to seeing the shows. And Donna says, please offer more knitting classes, please. Well, the great thing is, as I said, if you jump in for anything on the show, you've got all of that tutorial across on the YouTube page as well. Now, few people have already picked up on this, and we're going to chat to Penny about this in just a second. A lot of people have spied over here the Knitters of Tomorrow kits, and I'm really excited to find out what are in the boxes here. Once again, price is coming up for you here. The brilliant value for money. Again, £13.49 or $20.69, giving you another 10% off. Brand new today, Wool Couture here with us on Crafters TV. 10% off straight off the bat for you. And what you've got the ability to do here is knit these fantastic hats and the scarves as well. You've got a choice of colours available for you. So you've got the yellow and grey. We're picking up, producer Johnny and I were picking up sort of Harry Potter vibes here a little bit earlier on with that one. So that's your first selection. Over the side, you've got your mint and purple, which is the most popular so far.
That one's flying, Ben.
10%, yeah. And then we've also got your mint and pink as well, which is also proving really, really popular. And I love the fact, Penny, that you've brought really something for everybody. A, the price is brilliant, but this is great again, isn't it? Kind of getting the kids and the grandkids into a traditional craft.
Absolutely. Well, I figure we've got Mother's Day coming up, we've got Easter, and I'm always looking for something to do with my daughter. So I'm definitely going to be doing this with my daughter over the Easter holidays.
Me and my sons are now going to be knitting. Never mind over the Easter holidays, we're going to be doing it tonight.
And they're just, like I say, once you've done it, isn't it so much more special when you make something? You've done it yourself and then you gift it to somebody. So let me tell you about the Knitters of Tomorrow kits then. So as Ben's mentioned, 3 different colourways that we've got in this beautiful packaging, which are brilliant for gifting as well, super easy to wrap up. And this is our sister brand Stitch and Story that we acquired recently. So let me just show you what's inside. So this gorgeous box. Can you see the back? You can see the back on there. It tells you all the contents inside. But in here we're going to get more of this beautiful yarn, which is again is the wool an acrylic
Oh,
mix.
that's a lovely quality one. Sorry, I can't help but having a feel, guys. They feel lovely.
And what we're going to see here as well is the Knits of Tomorrow, the instruction manual. And again, this is going to talk you through, but in a more kind of child-friendly way, I guess, in terms of knitting the various stitches,
What a beautiful
etc.
gift these would
Again,
be.
we've got some beautiful bamboo needles to make the hat and the scarf, and we've got the little sewing needle to stitch in all the ends at the very end. So this is a brilliant, like I say, brilliant gift, brilliant activity to do in the Easter holidays or to do with your grandchildren.
So that one kit will either make the hat or the scarf that's
yeah.
on the front.
Yes.
But of course, you've got the instructions for both of them. So we have got some extra wool on the show. So it might be worth getting a kit and then some of the extra wool so that you've got a little bit to start with. Do you know what I've realised where I've been going wrong over the years? If I'd learned to knit with a really nice quality wool with these lovely big needles, I think I would have got the hang of it sooner.
You're absolutely
Yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic.
But all I know is in my head, every time I've tried to knit, it's been a disaster. But I honestly think the difference it's made having that quality wool and the big needles. Like, I would never have dreamed of trying to show my boys to knit because I know I'm not good at doing it to show them. Whereas with these big needles, I think they love it as well.
Fantastic.
Honestly, we're doing it tonight. We're doing it tonight, guys.
yeah.
I'm loving this. It's when you said find the stitch.
Find the stitch,
Nobody's ever said
yeah.
that to me before. That's where I was going wrong. I just wasn't finding the stitch.
Then pulling out.
Right.
Perfect.
Love it. Right, I'm going to keep going. Sorry, Ben, you better show them. I did drop a stitch, by the way, guys. Look, we've got a nice big hole in here.
Can I just say a couple of quick questions? Diane's wondering, Penny, is the yarn machine washable? So once we've made, can we wash our products?
It is, yeah. So just on a cool hand wash, so 30 degrees, yeah.
Excellent stuff. Donna's also said, she says, I love those bamboo needles. She says, I hate the metal ones. And again, I think a lot of people...
Me and you both. I am a fan of the bamboo. This is me now. I'm into knitting, Ben. I'm a knitter. I'm a knitter.
Brilliant.
My grandma, honestly, I hope she's watching us somewhere. She would be, it's 20 years since we lost my gran. She would not believe that I'm here, live on TV, knitting.
I tell you what, I am going to be chatting with Penny and Emma during the break, just because I've got the hand of the first little bit, but then I just need like 2 more minutes with you, I think, off air. And when we come back, they're laughing at me here. It's no need to laugh. When we come back at 2 o'clock, I'll have done a
knitter proficionado.
Exactly right, exactly right. Right, let's just show you, if you do want extra, then we've got the ability for you to be able to jump in and grab that. So your brights, you're going to get all of these fantastic colours, so you get 6 more of your yarns. It works out what? £3.54 per ball, 75 metres on each. So these are your brights again. So whichever the kits you're going for, you know, if you want to make them go further, then you want to add, of course, more yarn into your basket. Should be £23.94, £34.99, £21.54 or £31.49 if you're shopping in the US. Those are all of your brights. The neutrals are proving very popular across the board today, actually. So again, if you want to jump in and grab those, you get 2 of each of your colours included in that bundle. Again, with that discount today, Wool Couture Neutral is here on Crafters TV, and a great price, £3.50 basically per ball. £21.54 or £31.49 is that price. And then you've also got your pastels as well. And again, jump in and grab more of these. If you're already hooked on the idea, you know, if you're thinking about, as I say, reigniting that passion that you might have had, or getting the kids involved, teaching the grandkids, you're going to want more of this beautiful yarn. If the pastels that you love, then jump in and grab that extra bundle. It may well be that you decide to go for one of the knitting kits here, and you go in one particular colour, and then you perhaps then decide to go for another colour, so you can make lots of different colours. You kind of choose. It's entirely up to you. But £21.54 is the price on this, or $31.49 if you're shopping in the US and you want to jump in and grab those. Let us know what you shop for. I can see a few people have already jumped in and bought these, but let us know what you're popping into your basket. Couple of books on the show, and I know that Penny's going to take us through this one. We've got the Pocket Book of Knitting, £9.99 or $14.99. Penny, show us through this. I did have a little bit of a flick through this earlier on. Seems like a very sort of thorough introduction to knitting, this book.
It really is, Ben. So we've done a series of these on knitting, macrame, crochet and weaving. This knitting one's brilliant because first I love the size of it. So if you wanted to pop it in your tote bag with your yarn and your needles, it's really easy if you're on the train or wherever you're going. But what is in here is everything that's in the Learn to Knit manual in terms of getting started. But also what this book does is it takes you through from being a beginner knitter through to an intermediate. So you
That'll be me in a few weeks.
If you like to think of it as sort of medals, it's sort of bronze through to gold, and then there's a bonus pattern at the end. It's got beautiful illustrations, a little bit more about Wool Couture and about Claire. Can you see that? Okay, so we've got all the contents in. So
oh, those illustrations are lovely.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and it really just takes you through you know, that knitting journey just to start with. And again, because the size is so good, and again, a brilliant present as well if someone's thought about. So we start with this kind of bronze project, if you like, and that's knitting a scarf right through to a gold project. So you've got a cushion here and a blanket, but it's taking through all of the stitches, your first stitches, so you can see where's the casting on. Tells you about needles, different weights of yarn, the abbreviations in terms of yarn, the tools that you need to get started. So we've got the slip knot in here, my little pretzel going on there, through to casting on, the knit stitch, the purl stitch, and just these really encouraging words
pearl stitch this afternoon.
We are, which is that lovely, the little V's that you see. So we're going to be doing this
so that's
as well.
the pearl.
You can tell. So we're going to be doing that as well today. So yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful, weaving in, and then you can write down. Yeah, it's fab. So your first knitting projects that you've done, where you started, the first, you know, where were you, and then it takes you right through to gold level in terms of making a loop stitch pillow. So like I say, we're just going to do the basic stitches today, but in the book it's going to show you other stitches that you can do as well in the book as well.
Do you know, my friend Mira is a knitter. She started a few years ago during lockdown, and I've treasured, when I did Strictly, she knitted me a little ballet cardigan, and she knitted me an Alliage matching hats and whatnot.
Aww.
And I'm looking at this book. I'm going to buy her that book because I think she would absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, they're just fantastic presents.
Lovely gift.
And then at the end again, it's going to tell you how to read a pattern. It's got all the abbreviations. So it's a one-stop shop for learning to knit in this book. It's absolutely brilliant. I can even make a pom-pom as well.
I love it.
Yeah.
And just to say also, if you shop the show, shop the day, if you're into your crochet, there is a pocket book of crocheting as well. We're looking at all of the products in the 2 o'clock show. Just a few people, Penny, just asking about the makeup of the yarn, like what are the contents of it, if we can talk about that quickly.
Yeah, so it's a blend. So we've got 85% acrylic, 15% merino yarn in the yarn.
Merino yarn?
Merino wool in the yarn, merino wool
and
in the yarn.
some people were asking if it was double knit or something or other, 4-ply or whatever.
DK or 4-ply?
DK or 4-ply, yes, I went and asked Emma, she says it's chunky.
It's a chunky yarn.
It's a chunky yarn.
Chunky.
That's what our Debbie would say. That's why it's so soft, isn't it?
It's
Honestly, I'm loving
Can I
this.
say, all I've done, literally, whilst Benny and Sara have been chatting, I've just been sort of sat here, like, squidging the yarn. It feels amazing. I've thoroughly enjoyed that first 40 minutes. We are back with Penny at 2 o'clock this afternoon for a 2-hour craft house. So anything that you want to ask, get those questions in. Anything you want to ask Penny, feel free to fire those questions in. And as I say, we'll go through everything else that we've got on the show for you. Obviously, you can see it all there on the website right now, but we'll certainly go into more detail. We can have a flick through that crocheting book for you as well. Do some more knitting, absolutely. Look at these boxes further for you too. And thank you, Ash, who says, I can just imagine Ben sitting in his rocking chair and knitting. Well, you know, I think that might be something coming my way. I've conquered the world of papercraft, so why not conquer the world of knitting too? Right, we are going to take a short break. Penny's back with us, as I say, in Craft House in just over an hour's time. Tonight at 5, we've got launch day. It's not launch party tonight, normally on a Tuesday. We've got some 3D textured embossing folders, which kind of go on the same theme that we're doing in Craft House, all about knitting. So you're going to absolutely love those. We're going to have a sneaky peek of those with Sara in just a few moments' time. But until then, get to the website, check out those deals, and we'll meet you back here in about 4 minutes' time.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different.
Getting early on the morning to work, set up all my cameras, all my TV monitors, make sure the lights are on. After the last show, we'll need to make sure everything's switched off, ready for the next day. Then I get to go home, just watch some TV, watch some movies or something when I'm making some food, and then go to sleep.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed before I get up in the morning.
Hi Crafty Peeps, Victoria here. I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash. It also connects you with people from all over the world, and nowhere else on Shopping TV you have the opportunity to live chat with other people from the other side of the world, for example, and laugh with them and be there for them when they're having a tough time. But also know that when you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well. And when you're having a bad time and not feeling well, when you're a bit down in the dumpster and you know Crafters TV is going to be on, there's going to be some laughters and there's going to be some fun. And the banter going on between the demonstrators and the demonstrators is just really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well. So that's personally why I love Crafters TV the most. It's the connection, the personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV and all the crafters out there. So thank you, Sarah, from the bottom of my heart for coming up with Crafters TV and for bringing all the good fun and all the crafty tips to us. Yes, thank you. Keep up the good work, and I love you. Bye.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hello, welcome back. You're going to get the bug. Make sure you join us in an hour and 15 minutes time before the Craft House to find out more about Wool Couture. It's going to be brilliant. And honestly, even if you are someone who's never knitted before, joining these kits are absolutely for you. But of course, if you are a paper crafter, you are probably wanting to know about today's brand new launch. So tonight, live at 5, the official launch of our brand new 3D textured embossing folders. Get the details up for you, and Sarah take you all round it. But what we've got for you is a showstopper deal. Okay, so for £40 or $48, you will get the brand new 3D textured embossing folders, which fit in with today's theme. You'll absolutely love them. And for the first 120 people that shop, what we're saying is within the showstopper, you pay an extra 10. You'll get all of the brand new folders, and for an extra 10, we will give you a goodie bag worth £64 or 84 bucks, but it's only for the first 120. And you'll also get the opportunity to get a bonus buy, which I will tell you about in just a second. But let's have a look with Sarah at this brand new collection. These are gorgeous, Sarah, and as I say, they tie in really nicely with the Wool Couture launch today.
So I'm going to make a really bold statement here, and I'm going to stand behind it. The pointy fingers out, right? These are hands down the best 3D embossing folders we have ever produced in 10 years of making 3D. I remember since we launched them, these are the techniques and the finishes, right? Just look what I'm talking about, right? They're all about textures. So for example, this one here, yes, it might just look like swirls. However, when you see it updated, it's actually a wood carving. I mean, come on, Ben, you tell me you've seen us do better. I honestly don't think our designers were at the level to be able to produce something like this a few years ago. The detail, it's almost like we've had to hand sculpt them. That is what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Jamie, you need to get really close down here. They are going to have their socks knocked off, right? Have you ever seen anyone produce 3D embossing folders like that with a little bit? So there's just your gilding flakes on. So you know your fine tip glue, little bit of gilding on there. That is the finish we're talking about. Now, if you thought that one was good, the one which I'm going to use for my demo, which I've done in honour of Penny being in today, is the knitting one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can you? It actually looks like someone has taken a knitted background. I mean, you just can't even imagine that we've managed to do. Look at that.
No.
Just look at it, Ben. It's every little piece. I mean, you are never going to buy.
It looks like it's been knitted into the cardstock, doesn't it?
You are never going to buy embossed panels again. You're never ever going to. You're always just going to emboss your own, right? There are 6. You need all 6. Yes, you can go and cherry pick and just bring a few. You need all 6 of these in your life. They are so useful, okay? So you've got the knitting one. Then, oh my word. So this is the crystal chandelier. So it's called crystal chandelier, but it looks like beads dropping down, right?
Wow.
Looks like, it's a bit like Mardi Gras, isn't it? You've got the beads and the bits dropping down. And to give you the backing panels, now if you're using this with any of your, like your metallic paints, your metallic pens, your background panels, it's so tactile. You can't help but be desperate to touch it, okay? Now, we're only halfway there, there's 6 of them, right? This, I mean, look. It actually looks real, right? So this one is called macrame, but you've got the real macrame tassels hanging down. Yeah. And again, with a little bit of ink on there, just look at, and you imagine just putting your gilding waxes over the top like this, getting that finish, right? So you've got the macrame one, then, this is the bit that I know, crochet. If we've done wool, we had to do a crochet granny. Doesn't it look real? Doesn't it look like an actual granny square? And then those of you who love to watercolour or use your pens, what about colouring in your crochet? I mean, come on. Time to unwind. I absolutely love it. And then the last one is just, honestly, you just can't imagine if we've even done these, the lace doily. Look at that beautiful effect with the lace doily on there. I mean, it is just incredible. And then use them on bits of your cards is fabulous, right? Now, here's the thing that I want you to understand, right? £40 is what you would be paying for those 6, right? And after Wake Up Call, because I'm telling you now, there's no way we're going to have any of these showstoppers left by the time I get onto the show tonight at 5 o'clock. But, see, there's already 10 gone, and I haven't even walked you through the freebie yet, right? So you are getting an extra, what was it, Ben? £64, £82 worth of stuff for extra £10. But there was only 100, look at me, just throw them up. There's only 120 of these. There's only 110 left. They will go, right? So can you see, you are getting every one of these. So you've got your hugs and kisses in there. You've got your unicorn in there as well. You've also got that beautiful butterfly on the top. You're getting all of these for £10 extra. You're only paying an extra £10 or what is it, £10 extra? How many dollars extra, Ben?
It's £10 you're paying extra, or dollars, for £64 or $82 worth of product.
£64 at 82. So the 82 that you see on the top is actually the full the value of the stuff for a tenner. Not the, so it's that, and you're paying the 80, so that US price is a little bit wrong, right? But all of that is only £10 or $10 extra, right? Yeah. But there are only just over 100 chances to get that.
What are the sizes of the folders, Sarah, by the way? Stephanie's asked.
5x7s.
Right.
They're all lovely 5x7s. Sorry, there are 3 5x7s.
Yes, yeah.
And there are the 3 6x6s. So let me just show you them all. So 5x7, 6x6, 5x7, 5x7, and then 3 6x6s. Right? Okay. So there you go. There are your 8 designs. You get all 6 designs. I can't do the math. There are the 6 designs. I have to say, if I was going to rank them, I'm going with this as number 1. My wool is just absolutely knock your socks off. I am going to use this for absolutely everything. I just think it's just unbelievable, right? That, I can see me doing that on so many projects, right? I love the doily. The crochet, the granny squares, I love to crochet. Okay, I'm not picking. I'm just going those are my favourites, couldn't live without them. But with you getting 60 odd pounds worth of stuff, 80 odd dollars worth for a tenner, right, but please get that. That will be completely gone by the time we get to the, show tonight. Oh, tell them about the bonus buy and I'll get ready for my demo, Ben.
Yeah, this is crazy, right? So you're getting all of that extra goodness in your showstopper for just 10, and there's 108 of these left now, by the way. And then you get the option to get your bonus buy too. 99% of the time, if you do a showstopper, we give you a bonus buy. So it's this assorted card collection. Now, if you just want to buy this on its own, you can. It's that price there, £48 platinum, $64 if you're in the US and you're a platinum member. However, if you buy this with the showstopper, and why wouldn't you when you're thinking about getting these amazing embossing folders, we halve the price. Must be in the same basket as your showstopper, and that price will become £24 for platinum or $32, and you get some of the best card stock, our luxury card stock in the green. So you get 10 sheets of our beautiful glitter card stock encapsulated, 10 sheets of the mirror card, 10 sheets of that beautiful, really expensive looking matte mirror. Then you get that again in the ice blue, so 10 sheets of the glitter card, 10 sheets of that stunning mirror, and 10 sheets of the matte mirror. We then give you the luxury linen cardstock. This is the linen cardstock that we brought to you with the Lovebirds collection. So you've got all of these fantastic bright colours in here, 6 colours, 4 sheets of each. That's included, plus your Centura pearls. So you've got your 5 colours. This is the pastels collection here. So these beautiful mints and yellows, baby blues, baby pinks in there. You're getting 40 sheets in there, 5 colours, 8 sheets of each. Beautiful for your springtime crafting. And of course, you've got that stunning Centura pearl sheen in there. And then last but by no means least in the bundle, you also get the linen cardstock that we brought to you from the Vintage Vegas collection from birthday last year. Once again, 24 sheets in there. You're getting 8 colours, 4 sheets of each. Buy that with the showstopper, half that price on screen. If for some random reason you don't want the showstopper, you can pay £48 or $64. But remember, that is only half price for the next. Well, I know that is only for the next 108 people. Half price. After that, it's gone.
I've just thought, Ben, someone hasn't done the maths on that because the cost to ship that is probably more than the cost of the bundle. But thankfully, you can only get that while we've got the showstopper, and the showstopper will be gone by the end of this show, so it'll be a moot point. So I don't need to worry too much about that because there's only like less than 100 chances now.
Absolutely.
Right, okay, I'm going to show you how fantastic, right? All I'm doing is I'm creating this background piece with all of these mixed different colours, Ben. So I've been using a bit of fuchsia, lemon tonic, and a bit of parakeet in there. And blend it. That orange shade that you've got in the middle is actually just a made-up colour between the fuchsia and the lemon tonic, right? Yeah. So I've just got that lovely bit of a blend going on. I'm going to do the background. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that technique that we do. It's a little bit like a letterpress technique, but a 4-1, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So have a feel of your knit, right? You've got the where these bits are raised, and you've got where these bits are delved, the bits on the side, right? So this is raised, this is delved. I want my ink to go on the bit that's delved. Do whatever you fancy, guys. But you try it on both. So I'm going on the reverse of where it says Crafter's Companion, right? So all I'm doing now is I'm rubbing all over the background. And can you see we end up with the black where you've got that raised section?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can see all of that, can't we? Yeah, you can see that coming through a little bit. Now, if I pop this down on here, so I'm going to get that onto the base here. Fold that over. Now, I want to cheat. I want a really deep emboss, right? So I can bring my Gemini Mini in. If you ever want a slightly deeper emboss, right, you can just cheat a little bit.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Fold a piece of card and put it in, right?
Yeah.
And it just gives it that little bit of a...
Bit more oomph.
Oh, yeah. I'm really pushing it quite a bit here. But,
getting a bit of an arm workout
I'm
there,
getting
Sarah.
away with it. Producer Johnny says, if you want these embossing folders, they're going to be gone by 5 o'clock. The embossing folders won't be gone, Producer Johnny. It's just the shows. You don't know. Oh, he said, unless there's more stock, we could be in for a problem here.
Well, early night tonight, so you can go and knit.
I told you, it'll be an early bath. I told you this was going to be the best embossing folders we've ever done. Are you ready to see this?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yes!
Yeah.
I mean, look. Now, Jamie, we need a close-up. We need a close-up. It looks like Ben's jumper,
It does.
right?
Wish my jumper was
How
that snazzy.
incredible. And it's so tactile.
Yeah, look at that.
It's so ridiculously, stupidly tactile, right? That is just incredible, right? So that's if you want to emboss the black into the background, right? What I've done to show you the contrast, so that is me putting the black in the background, and let me just go, where's me? Oh, you're going to need to see this, right? Little bit of gilding wax on the top, right? Take off the excess. Let's just have it, oh yes, let's have it shining. Right. Oh, I'm seeing Emma's giving us a good look at you. Emma, you can introduce me to the world of knitting. I'm going to introduce you to the world of paper crafting.
I love the fact that we've got a studio audience in. They're both sat there on the sofa, Penny and Emma, doing the knitting and just like open mouth at the demos. There you go, look. Hey.
Oh, I love that we've got a little bit of all sorts in today. But I love that I'm doing knitting and you guys are doing knitting. I'm just doing it on paper.
Well, the thing is, today, Sarah, what you could do, of course, buy one of the kits from Penny and Emma at Wool Couture, make something for somebody and send them a card with these amazing folders. So then you've got the best of all worlds then, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely. Do you know, I just love the idea that we've got actual knitting and then we've got paper craft knitting all on the same day. You could be getting your new embossing folders and also adding a little bit of this in.
Absolutely.
Now, can I just show you? So you know how I put ink on the underside that didn't have Crafter's Companion on, right? Let me show you if you go the other way and put it on the other side. Oh,
look
now
at
you're
that.
talking, Jamie, aren't you? Right, go on, show them the up close. So this is the emboss. This is the deboss, right?
Okay.
So that is the deboss, so if I look on the back, you see, there's the embossed bit, right? That is the deboss. That is how you knit on paper. Loads quicker than knitting with wool, I can tell you. Loads easier, right? So I might just add on now a little bit of my gilding wax.
We've only got 2 and a bit minutes,
yes.
Sarah.
I've got what, sorry?
We're nearly at the end of the show.
Oh, you were right. Well, it's all right because I'll be back up at 5 o'clock.
You will.
For a whole 2 hours. Right, producer Johnny says...
You need to buy now.
I need to go and start prepping something for when this sells out because all of these embossing folders could be sold out by the day. Can I just say as well, get them ordered now because if you are one of the next 50-odd people to buy, guys, you are going to be able to pick up not only that design, but you can get all of those extra... I'm just going to show you them quickly before we sell out. You can get all of these for an extra £10 or $10, right? But they are only for the next 50-odd people, right? There's not many of them left, just to warn you. Where's my tape pens? Right, I'm going to just make this into a card, Ben, while you're chit-chatting.
There's loads of chat about these. The granny square seems to be the favourite for those of them those going
Really?
individually. Yeah.
Don't choose though, get the showstopper, you've got them all.
Tracy Kukaka says these 3D folders look amazing. And Pamela says that is the showstopper in my basket as well. I just need you to read this comment, Sarah, because Johnny's going to really love this if you read it the way that I know you're going to read it. From this lady here, love to create LC, says, what does she say?
Wow, amazing. Say what?
Johnny.
I wondered why you were coming over. I was like, why is Johnny going to be thrilled to hear from me? I was like, I get it. Do you know what?
Yeah.
We could make this card and give it to our lovely knitting guests who are in for the day.
Absolutely, yeah.
Who are going to now be having to knit. Hey, did you see a lot of the stuff's already starting to sell out?
Oh, it's flying. If you want the Pastels Learn to Knit kit, we are over 40% of the stock of that gone already. We are very, very busy. Come back as well in an hour's time for Craft House because we've got lots more to show you. We've only sort of skimmed the surface as to what's come from the Wool Couture. Cup cozies, we've got pom-poms, we've got more books, all the tools you need as well. It's going to be a lot of fun in the Craft House at 2.
Can I just say, these
the vellum
stickers changed my life. I mean, look how much time they save. How incredible is that?
Love
and then
it.
you can just pop that along the front. I hope you've got a birthday coming up soon, Emma or Penny, one of you, because I've just made you a birthday card.
Yeah.
But how good's that? How good's that? Right, I'll be up at 5 o'clock for 2 hours, potentially not with these embossing folders because we've had a monumental response to them, but I'll still chuck in some demos with them because I've got some lovely demos planned. But actually, it's the next 2 hours that you're going to want to be here to see our lovely 2 guests. Are you 2 excited? Look at you knitting away down there.
There they are, lovely Penny and Emma. We're going to see them more. Look, they're full on like making the scarves and all sorts there. By the time we come back at 2 o'clock, I'll probably have a jumper made for me or something. I don't know. Yeah. No, I won't. Right, we're going to be back at 2 in the Craft House. Sarah, we will see tonight at 5. But until then, keep shopping. If you want anything from Wool Couture, you're going to need to get your skates on because it's absolutely disappearing. Our new launch also flying out the door. Don't run. Don't walk, run. That's what I mean to say. Get to the checkout. Just get there now. We'll see you back here in an hour.